we're going to do a cooking challenge for your enjoyment. I'm excited. Kyle is as excited as I've ever seen him. Just look at that face. Yep, that's the one. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna have our good friend Seth Rodriguez head over to Safeway with us, where he will pick 4 ingredients that each of us have to use. And then we will have 10 minutes to get whatever additional ingredients we think that we need in order to create a fantastic meal for our judging panel of experts.
Yes.
Experts used very loosely.
Experts.
So let's head out to Safeway and see what Seth
Here we
finds.
go.
All right, so we're here at Safeway. Seth has just scoured Safeway to find the 4 ingredients that Kyle and I both have to use. No peeksies. All right, Seth.
All right, your first ingredient is
green.
kale.
Kale. That's trendy.
Super trendy, leafy green, superfood. Second ingredient, white hominy.
I don't know what that is.
It's used in a lot of Latino cuisine, Mexican cuisine.
Oh, this is unfair. He's been to Latino places.
Ingredient, capers.
I love capers. I stick those on my salmon.
Final ingredient is
That's a bird.
As
chicken.
poultry.
That's a full bird.
a young chicken.
A young chicken. I actually specialize in senior chickens.
So you'll have
One's
to
a
be able
common
to break this apart and
All
use
right.
it in your food.
I've got some ideas.
You do?
Oh, absolutely.
3, 2, 1,
Go.
Let's make sure I'm the like. What's this blue stuff?
Don't want that.
Got no idea what I'm looking at.
Don't want that. You know, the best part of the chicken's always the skin. As long as we have that, I feel like we're good.
Well, that's a kernel. I looked at this and thought that this was a good idea.
This is a full piece of meat. I know this is usable meat, I just don't know how to get to it.
This is a tough sucker for a young chicken.
I know.
Clearly very muscularly developed.
Oh, this is nice meat right here.
How do you
Look at all that.
Where's that?
Look at all that.
Do that for me. Still have no idea what I'm doing.
I found meat.
There's chicken on the counter. So,
Yeah,
you can
look at it all. I have no idea how to make this chicken. I'm gonna stick it in pan. Behind you!
This will really cover the other.
more spice to it later.
I have no idea what any of these do. And so I'm gonna put them on the chicken. Seasoning salt.
I think it's
Oregano.
Setting apart the chicken. Well, Kyle's already got it cooked up. He's cooking in butter.
Kyle's going for the much more baked pieces. Robbie's trying to find the right pieces off.
Use you.
I don't see any garlic in here.
There's a fight going on.
We need like garlic salt.
The oven's not preheated.
May you please.
See how this risks for them.
Broil. To broil. You're cooking your chicken already?
I'm pretty much done with
think the chicken's
I made a big
cooked.
mistake.
Are you guys concerned at all that you're preparing the hot parts too quickly?
Absolutely. But I'm really concerned about undercooking, and so I feel like better more time than less.
You notice I haven't done that. Mine's marinating.
One thing I'm really concerned about is figuring out a way to melt my chocolate without making a huge mess.
A little bit though.
Heads up.
Double checking, and sometimes it's not. Yeah, butter.
Kyle likes butter.
Oh, butter.
Oh, and olive oil.
Butter, not olive oil.
In the colander.
In the colander.
Meaning,
The thing with holes.
I think with all.
so no sauce is actually going to happen here. Going through all the holes.
Oh, jeez. Oh, we're mixing the
Yeah.
word.
Yes.
How do you both feel about your chances of finishing strong here?
Robbie has no idea what he's doing.
Okay.
It's gonna be the last ingredient to the salad before I add on my chocolate dressing. A chunky dressing? Texture.
Is that the key first?
It's really
This challenge means a lot to me. I really need to give it everything that I've got. It means the world to my family. I once lost a great grandfather in a kitchen. And ever since, I've spent every moment of my life in a kitchen trying to make him proud.
They're salty. That is what they are,
Not
salty.
a clue. Alright, that looks semi-edible right there. That might be something I can work with. Fresh out of surgery. He's not gonna make it.
tiny ass.
So sorry. In the store, I've seen
So I heated it up.
like baked
And then I went
kale
up to my
or
spice
kale
rack.
chips.
And
Things
I
of that
found
nature.
spices.
I'm not exactly sure how to go about that. I might just put them in the oven.
Okay.
But I'm also gonna put some seasoning on top of them.
Felt like
Try to
it
give
was
them a
fun
little
with
bit
a
of
good
flavor. Zero idea of what I'm doing. I figured this is how you make chips. You get them hot. Look out, Sally. Here we come.
We got it.
Okay.
Excuse me. Coming in hot. I need to the white. Why can't anybody have a normal camera? Start coming at that.
Just start hitting it.
What in the hell is that?
It works better
Okay,
if
well.
you know how to work it.
Take a moment.
There's like 15 minutes left, so that they
I can't find a medium sauce pan.
Oh!
Got it.
I put that one on Robbie.
So,
It's okay. Yeah. Just breathe deep.
it's the bold strategy for Robbie.
I would perhaps recommend.
Really starting to become an issue. I need to throw these away. We're gonna go at it again.
Make something in. And there's moments of
What do you think is showing true?
pure terror.
I need my diced jalapenos. I hope I figured out how to do it.
Really singing competition.
That looks.
I really don't like it.
Ow!
Burn me, Robbie.
No way!
Turned hostile.
In the kitchen. I can't find an appropriately sized pot.
Ooh, chicken's gonna be alright.
We really got to get this chicken cooked through so I don't kill anybody.
Yep.
But I think we'll be just fine. Pan is looking really nice right now. Things are happening. I'm waiting for the water to boil to add the rice. But I'm really liking how things are going. We're jumping now. All right, let's go. Let's try a kale chip while we have a moment.
I mean, if you want to see. Oh, I
I'm going to, by my hands, braise this salad very lightly.
That is the word.
Oh. All right. We have 10 minutes left. 10 minutes.
Massage.
Some people like road sauce. Robbie likes
Bowl for 12 minutes? I don't have 12 minutes. I'm hoping this works because this is kind of important. It's starting to look like rice. I'm gonna wait. I still got over 6 minutes. It really comes together pretty quick now after the rice is ready, so I'm not gonna get too nervous about it.
Here we start.
Unless whatever you just take something.
King of the Hill.
Winner of you two goes against the winner of
Where
you
is he
two.
going?
In my room, apparently.
You made 5?
Where did my plate go?
chocolate stuff.
Robbie seems to
Son of a bitch!
How much time is left?
What
This is
is-
important.
What has Kyle done
2 minutes.
with my plates?
2 minutes.
1 minute remains.
60 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
1.
Hands up!
Chef Kyle, can you explain your dish?
What I have prepared here tonight is a cheesy chicken pasta topped with hominy or something and some capers that were pan roasted. On the side we have a nice kale tortilla chip and apple salad with a rosemary chocolate garnish.
Chicken is very cheesy.
That's what I was going for.
Very cheesy. You can definitely taste the Vermont cheese in there though. So the one piece of chicken I had, it was okay. There was just way too much cheese. It's just so cheesy. Just cheese overload. As far as the salad went, the chocolate on the apples and the kale actually was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. But I have to say the rosemary and chip addition added for quite the salty surprise.
I have to agree with Alex. The pasta was actually pretty good. But the chicken was a little overdone, which you kind of already knew. I liked the chocolate with the chip because it was like salt and sweet and kind of reminded me of dessert, but maybe not on the kale next time. And I know you said everything was intentional, but getting the chocolate in the pasta was not the most delicious thing in the
You
world.
didn't like it?
No, I
That was
didn't.
pretty avant-garde of me.
Your pasta was consistently overcooked. It kind of all blocked together. The chicken was cold. I don't know if you're going for a cold pasta, but the chicken was cold. Also, like,
Absolutely.
it was just very inconsistent. I had one really big piece and then a smaller piece. That being said, it wasn't as overly salty as I thought it was going to be with the capers. I don't understand why the hominy was in it though. It just felt like starch on starch. It
Starch
was
is good.
it kind of felt redundant. I wish you'd use the hominy in a different part of the dish. The chocolate wasn't as burnt as I thought it was going to be, so it actually went well with the chips, salty and sweet. If you're paying for a meal, it's hard to want to do Where's Waldo for good flavor. You kind of want to, like, it's fun to look for stuff, but I want it to taste good every bite. I'm okay with looking for stuff to make it even better, but to try to make it taste good at all, I shouldn't have to.
Chef Robbie, please tell us about your dish.
Yes, chefs. It would be my pleasure. I really put my heart and soul into this dish. First, we will start with the Asian braised and marinated chicken, which was marinated for over a half hour, which has been placed on top of a bed of wild red and brown rice, as well as quinoa. And then we also had pan roasted red pepper, bell pepper, hominy, capers, and diced jalapenos, all brought together with some seasoning. And then as a palate cleanser, we have a hand-braised Asian toasted kale, which is really meant to tie the whole thing together.
As far as the chicken goes, the chicken was good. It was not as dry as Kyle's, which was nice. I did like the rice. For a while there, I wasn't sure it was going to finish in time, but it was good. As far as the peppers go, you know I like spicy foods.
Yes.
This brought spiciness to a new level of spicy. It may take a few days to recoup my taste buds. One thing I am disappointed of is the spiciness of the plate really took away from any of the capers. Like, I can't even tell that there's capers in here.
That was by design. Capers are terrible.
Basically, on an overall basis, there's a lot more spice, a lot more zing in yours, but it was almost to the point of
Nope, just stop right
I
there.
can't taste anymore.
Thank you.
It was really spicy. And I love spicy. You know I love spicy.
Thank you.
But it literally burned my throat. But the chicken was cooked really well. Chicken was Not dry. It was marinated well. I enjoyed the marinade. I could tell that you massaged it because it took the dressing that you put very well. Really spicy, but good effort.
I'm going to disagree with my other judges. I don't think it was too spicy.
Yeah!
I do wish there was a little bit more color to the plate, but that goes for both plates. They were kind of just beige and green. My chicken was a little dry. I'm also curious why you chose the cuts of meat you did. I think dark meat would have been a little bit moister with the time constraints. Kind of the same mistake your fellow chef there made. I don't understand why we needed starch on starch. Doing hominy with the rice. I am glad you actually didn't make kale chips. Having a fresh side to it was a good balance for like the heavy carby side of your other dish. So having something fresh to cleanse the palate was great. I do wish you did something more to the salad. It was just kale with dressing on it. That being said, again, it feels like three of your special ingredients were just tossed in a rice pilaf, and then one was sitting on the side. It didn't really feel like you didn't really transform them at all. Let's start with what they did well.
We can all agree that we thought the chocolate was going to end up terribly,
And it was
but
actually
it actually added a nice kind of sweet factor. I liked the salad of Kyle's a little better than the salad of Robbie's, just because it had a little, there's more to it. He took a little more time into it. I didn't like Robbie's salad at all. I'm just gonna go there. But it was not the worst thing I've ever eaten.
I think it's hard. Robbie's salad was literally kale with dressing.
That's why I don't like it. I
And
hate
so
kale.
you don't like
I hate
kale,
dressing.
it's gonna be hard. I wish you had transformed it.
As far as the chicken goes,
Robbie's chicken was better.
I did like Robbie's chicken better, just maybe for the fact of just the cheese overload on Kyle's. Which isn't that
Robbie's
great, but-
rice was good. I think that like if you were to serve this as a restaurant dish, it would be too spicy for the average person.
We have to discuss, I think, who used the ingredients better, because that's literally what it's gonna come down to.
Say with the chicken, I would give the edge to Robbie to have.
But Kyle got more creative.
If a battle,
It was a very
and
close
there were
battle.
things that we liked on both and things that we didn't like on both.
The decision came down to basically who actually emphasized the featured ingredients as opposed to covered them up with other ingredients.
Yes, and that being said, the winner of the chopped
No.
battle,
No.
This is the loser right here.
You're
the
supposed to say,
loser
you have been chopped.
who has been chopped is Kyle.
Kyle, we felt that your dish was overall much more creative than Robbie's. But all of us came out with thinking of two ingredients, which was cheese and chocolate. Neither of which were actually featured ingredients in the basket.
Yeah, but they're way better than we gave us.
It literally came down to the fact that Robbie's dish, we felt that we tasted the chicken and the kale a little bit more than yours, where we tasted cheese and then chocolate. That means,
Robbie,
you are...
you are the chopped champion.
Champion.
You have-
Thank you, chef.
Thank you so much, chefs. My family thanks you. My great grandfather
Maybe
thanks
you'll
you.
finally find him.
He has
We
been
hope this
found.
brings you peace.
In this kitchen tonight, he has been found, and I have you to thank.
When it comes to produce, you have to be very knowledgeable and intentional about the produce that you pick, because there are some bad apples, if you pardon my pun. So, what I like to do, you gotta squeeze it, but a good apple, the best apples have the right sound. It's like a partially hollow but still solid.
And that was a really good apple. That was actually a really good apple. Like, you picked a good apple.